Kamala Harris says her day one promise, if elected, would be attacking price gouging in America to help with daily expenses. What is Donald Trump's day one promise?
Well, there's no such thing as her going out and doing that. What you want to do is create the incentive so that people can't cheat, they can't price gouge. And the way you do that is drill for oil and get everything down, and all of a sudden people can't do that. They can now because there's such a scarcity of everything. You can price gouge. But when there is an abundance of everything from food to oil and gas, from energy of every kind, there'll be no price gouging. There won't be, because there won't be any way they could get any money for it.
Western North Carolina is filled with beautiful farms, strawberries, watermelons, Christmas tree farms. It is reliant on migrant workers. How do you balance strict border enforcement and make sure that these farmers are taken care of?
Well, we want a lot of people to come in. We just want them to come in through a legal system. We want to make sure they're not murderers, they're not drug dealers, and all of the people that are pouring in right now. A big percentage of the people that are coming in right now are major criminals coming out of jail. I want, and I fully understand your question, I want people to come in, but they have to be checked, they have to be vetted. We have to make sure they're going to love our country.
1 month ago, an attempted assassin tried to take your life. How are you feeling right now so the voters know? What are your thoughts about that?
Well, it was a terrible thing. It was amazing. God was watching over me because it was a miracle. If I didn't turn a certain way at a certain time, it was, no chance. And it's very much a miracle. For those that don't believe in God, I think you'll start believing in God when you see that. A lot of people have actually felt that. And the bullets went off, a lot of them, 8 of them went off, and then you had the sniper, our Secret Service sniper, with 1 bullet, found him and shot him. There was a lot of bravery displayed, a lot of things happened, but they're going to have to learn something, and I'm sure they have. But it was an interesting moment. It was a terrible moment, I think, for our country, but in another way, we learned a lot. We learned a lot. It was I think you learned a lot about God, if you want to know the truth. I really believe that, because it was an instant of a second that it had to be, out of all this time, all the time that we're talking about, the one moment where I was in a certain position was just a fraction of a second. So I look up, I say, thank you, God.